These days I see a lot of men, they're struggling with friendship, struggling with friends, I'm saying, with respect, getting disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Their like girlfriends, wives don't respect them, you know what I'm saying? Because the purpose is missing. The higher purpose, the purpose with the higher forces, the gods, you know what I'm saying? The spirituality, that's what is missing from your life, you know what I'm saying? When your main purpose should be the connection with nature, connection with the deeper reality of life, deeper reality of nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know how to survive in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know. You gotta do meditations. You gotta do prayers in the wilderness. You gotta do rituals. You gotta connect with the higher forces. You gotta connect with the moon. You gotta connect with the sun god. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're lacking. The higher purpose, the purpose. You know what I'm saying? And if you like, I would suggest you to study and like any ancient text, spiritual text, ancient text about about how our ancestors lived. You know what I'm saying? All the men in the ancient times, those who battled, those who went into the wars and battles, they worshipped gods. You know what I'm saying? No matter who it is, they worshipped gods. You know what I'm saying? They had a purpose. They invoked the power from the skies. They invoked the power from land, from the fire. You know what I'm saying? From inside, from sun, from moon. You know what I'm saying? And used that power in the battles. You know what I'm saying? That's how the men were like in back in the ancient times. But now, like if you see the men, you know what I'm saying? They lack spirituality. They lack. They don't have no gods. They are like, I'm gonna live without a god. There's no god. You know what I'm saying? I understand there are no gods. You can say that, but there are energies. You know what I'm saying? There are higher energies. You know what I'm saying? There's moon energy. Moon energy. It calms down the seas, the big seas. You know what I'm saying? When seas get violent, you know what I'm saying? When seas there are tsunamis, moon calms down. It's like all of that stuff. Whatever bullshit I wanna say that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta connect with the planets. You gotta connect with the entities. You know what I'm saying? You gotta connect with fire meditation, flame meditation, staring at flame for 20, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Do this practice. You know what I'm saying? Do chanting. You know what I'm saying? The chanting. And you gotta learn all of this spiritual stuff. That spirituality is the main, it should be the main purpose. You know what I'm saying? And for me, spirituality is beyond everything. If I wanna achieve, like, become a dentist, if I wanna become something on this planet, you know what I'm saying? I understand this is my materialistic purpose, but my main purpose is connection with the forces, connection with the higher energies. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like bathing in a river. You know what I'm saying? Bathing outside. You know what I'm saying? Can be a swimming pool and anything. You know what I'm saying? Like meditating outside. You know what I'm saying? Sitting by fire outside. And all of that stuff is important. You know what I'm saying? All of these men, they're like our ancestors. They used to like. I worship Shiva. I worship Ma Kali. I worship these gods. You know what I'm saying? I worship them. You know what I'm saying? I do chanting. I do Shiva chanting. You know what I'm saying? And our ancestors, like Vikings, they worshipped Thor. They worshipped Odin. You know what I'm saying? They did their chantings, like rituals, prayers, all of that stuff. They used to do that before going to wars. You know what I'm saying? You might have heard about berserkers. They used to connect with the animal spirits, like invoke the power of bear, invoke the power of wolves. You know what I'm saying? I use that same dark energy into the battlefields and rip off the enemies. You know what I'm saying? So you need that spiritual stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you need that. Without that, I am a dead man. Without spirituality, I'm a dead person. If I don't have spiritual routines, if I don't have spiritual, like all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like if I don't do rituals, I die. I feel so bad. I don't feel alive anymore. The moment I wake up, yes, I do rituals, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I do chantings, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I meditate on flame. Yes, I meditate on the gods. Yes, I meditate on Shiva. Yes, I do chanting, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I connect with moon. Yes, I connect with sun, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I connect with the temperature, the cold outside. Yes, I stay in the cold outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's important. Spirituality is important. You know what I'm saying? Having a god, having a mentor, having a higher mentor in your life is important. You know what I'm saying? And Even if you like, you can worship Jesus. You know what I'm saying? If you think that this stuff is a little bit demonic, you can worship Jesus. Having Jesus is also good. You know what I'm saying? My brother worships Jesus. I worship Shiva. You know what I'm saying? This is my personal belief. You know what I'm saying? And my energy aligns more with the dark gods, and his energy aligns more with Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. It's all personal. You gotta find out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all I'm saying is that you gotta have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? When you have a purpose, you the respect is a bonus. Respect, sex, love, all of that stuff is a bonus. You know what I'm saying? They come out as a bonus, and they should be coming out as a bonus. You know what I'm saying? Having a like, if you ask a man, if you ask a warrior, oh my goal is making friends. Yeah, it's all right. You can try, but it should not be your main purpose. Your main purpose connect with the higher. You know what I'm saying? The God. You know what I'm saying? And that's what all of these men are lacking these days. You know what I'm saying? That's why all these men they feel dead from inside. I used to feel dead from inside, and I don't know, man. I don't know. One time I just went outside. Like since my childhood, like my parents they have been doing rituals, like they've been doing chantings, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, and it's from my family, you know what I'm saying. And I left all of that stuff one time, but one time I just went into the wilderness. Uh I started meditation, you know what I'm saying, under the moon. Something changed. Something attracted me towards these entities. I'm saying toward the sun, toward the moon. When I sit in under the sun, something's different. You know what I'm saying? I feel something. I feel the heat. I feel the energy from the sun, and I'm saying like it's crazy. When I sprint, when I run for like 3 4 hours, I feel different. Something is crazy going on inside. Something there's an animal. There's a power. There's a crazy power inside. You know what I'm saying? And it is a sign that you have invoked a power and energy and entity inside your body. You know what I'm saying? So we all men need this stuff and have a god. You know what I'm saying? You can worship any god, but if you're like a really angry guy, you can worship dark gods. You know what I'm saying? You can worship. I don't know. You can worship anybody. It's up to you. But that is an advice from me. If you want to take it, it's all up to you. If you don't want to take it, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's all right.